Namaste and welcome everyone. This is Akasha here, and we are entering into the sacred infinity healing chamber. So as you enter this spiritual weather report, we're drawing on the energies of the eclipse. And this is an actual photo that I took. It's not from an eclipse. It is from an equinox. And the equinox portal in this Mayan temple was used for solar initiations with initiates into the Mayan mysteries. And being a Jaguar medicine woman and somebody who's attended a lot of mystery schools and studied with shaman, I love and respect this kind of energy. So it felt like a beautiful energy for us to invite in as we start to talk about the eclipse. You're already feeling the eclipse. I'm sure you had some information coming in soon. Maybe you feel different things are shifting. We're going to look at what those energies are, and it's going to help you understand what you're going through, what you're feeling, what would be the best way of using this energy, and what's the best way of walking through this portal. Okay, we talk a lot about portals. This is a portal. It's one of the bigger ones. What happens with portals is, of course, they're like a door and they open up possibilities. You can't determine where it's going because that has already been determined by you, by who you have been being, what you think you are, what you believe, what you feel, and what you think. Now, I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. And that's what I'm teaching you in the upcoming Wishes Fulfilled workshop. So we're talking about the Eclipse portal today. I want to make sure that you come to the Prosperity Manifesting Magic Challenge, which is starting here on YouTube, free, September 19th to the 22nd. And I want to invite you to join me on this workshop. It's October 5th and 6th. You're going to get the recordings either way, and it's live or live stream with recordings, and it's called Wishes Fulfilled. There is a show below that in the YouTube channel that I did, and it is called Wishes Fulfilled, Prosperity Manifesting Magic. I highly recommend you watch it, even if it takes you a few times watching it, because I share very empowering information. You're going to get breakthroughs with me. You're going to feel things. You're going to have an experience of things. I'm speaking to your soul. I'm working on many, many, many levels. And you're now inside of the Infinity Healing Chamber, which is a gold and silver cone of light above and below. We are wrapped in the all-seeing eye. We're surrounded by the flower of life, spherical consciousness, and we're activated. We're at the speed of infinity. This is a place between the worlds where you can let go of other energies. So give yourself a break, turn off your phone, and let's dive in. Oh, yes, and make sure you reach out to me about the ancient Avalon. I got this download earlier today that if you feel called to this retreat, but you're thinking, oh, I can't, or I shouldn't, or there's no time, or whatever, my goodness, I get people who come at the last minute all the time. If you reach out to me, I can help you manifest it by seeing you there, right? I can do the energy work on this end. You can do the energy work on that end. And then, of course, I can answer any practical questions that you have. So please, please reach out if you are interested in this. It's coming up on the 7th of October. This is a live event in a live place, in a sacred place full of magic and mystery and many, 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 many layers of energies. And what's really interesting is it's right after the two eclipses. So the eclipses are September 17th and October 2nd, and then this starts on the 7th. Who are you going to be after the eclipses, after two of them taking you in a new direction, especially this one, because it has some Uranus aspects to it, which is unexpected change, or sudden change, or awakening. And of course, it can be good. It's not necessarily bad. It's just maybe you lose your job, or maybe you decide to leave your job. Maybe you lose your partner, or you decide to leave your partner. It's that kind of thing going on right now. And this information came into me earlier today and said, what if you're meant to be there, but you aren't willing to take the step towards it for whatever your reason is? You're afraid of this, that, or the other thing. And after the eclipses, you go, oh my gosh, that's exactly where I'm meant to be. Because what an incredible thing to go on a healing retreat in a sacred land between the worlds, doing sacred work, learning the earth energies and waters and stone circles and portals and feminine this and oh my goodness. Okay. So really take a look, go to the website. My apologies, it's not here. I'm sure that their link is below, and it is nanakasha.com/Avalon. Okay, so now let's dive into this eclipse. It is a partial lunar eclipse, which can be the softer kind of eclipse, but they're always intense, right? Pisces at 25 degrees, if you have that in your chart, it's still a powerful portal of transformation. And it's going to take you, or is already taking you, really, to a new reality. Now, that's based on your energies, like I just mentioned, and the cosmic energies, how they interact. A certain type of relationship is happening. And this is the first of 2 eclipses. And the moon equals emotions, needs, and the sun equals self or identity. And the earth is between them. That's what's being eclipsed here. And it represents all this practical, mundane, earthly things that can kind of take over and make you feel overwhelmed. Too many duties, too many to-dos, too many obligations, too many worries about planning this and organizing that and paying that. So if your concerns of the physical and the mundane is eclipsing your desires, your emotions, and your true identity, if it isn't allowing them to meet, because that's ideal, right? Then this eclipse is offering you a time of looking at that. So here's our cosmic dragons by my dear divine Chris. And we are working on some dragons for Glastonbury. And these are yin yang dragons, dragons of light. And I thought they were perfect for the eclipse because we have the sun and we have the moon. And we have this little thing here in the middle, we're going to pretend is the earth. And this to me is the reality. I don't think that anything is eclipsing these two. I think they're like relaxing into themselves and allowing each to be there with the earth healing them in the middle. Okay. And then they're going to come back together in a whole new way after the eclipse. So we just saw that. Is your wholeness or your merging of your spiritual and physical being cut off by all of your earthly worries and stresses? And is the eclipse in Pisces, which is about intuition and dissolving boundaries, offering you a chance to get out of your stuck worry and story and back into the flow of the divine? And how are you listening to that? And what would you do if someone literally knocked on your door and said, I can up-level your intuition. I can dissolve your blocks. It's going to give you a new energy. We're going to take you somewhere. Something has to die. Something has to end. It's up to you how, or you can let the universe decide and zoom you over where it wants you to go. So remember, Pisces is a water sign. It's emotions. It dissolves edges and blocks and limitations and boundaries and fears and opens you up into intuitive waters of the divine. Now, that can also feel like there's no boundaries, there's no structure, but right now is a beautiful time to surrender into your intuition, because up-leveling your sacred feminine, you can be in that space of daydreaming, right? You can be much more aligned with saying, wow, it would feel so good if it feels so good that I have this, that I am this, that this is happening. Peace and love and beauty and joy is all around my life. If you are focused on these qualities, being them, feeling them, regardless of what you want to do or where you're going, these are going to be a part of where you go with the eclipse. So the manifesting information that I'm teaching you on the other shows and in this Wishes Fulfilled class is, and of course on the retreat, is really important, because you could be completely oblivious about, I don't know if I can use these specific energies for this eclipse. However, I'm super aware that this eclipse is really important. And wouldn't it be nice if I had an intention, or I focused, or I understood? So here's the thing. It can be blurry in Pisces. So you can ask it to give you clarity. You can ask it to give you clarity by dissolving things, old identities, old things, letting this die, eat up the old skin, remove barriers, allow you to swim in the ocean of bliss and healing. I like this idea. And this is a chance to enter a new spiritual awareness. So reality is what you are aware of it being. So that new spiritual awareness could be something so beautiful that you are being led to a new direction, but it happens suddenly because of Uranus, or it feels like something is ending, and maybe you decide that it's going to end, but it's a little bit scary for you or shocking, or someone else decides it's going to end for you and you feel a little bit like, what? I'm leaving you, or your job is over, or whatever it is, you're being liberated. So keep moving forward. Okay. Now, as you enter this new spiritual level of awareness, you have control over what your awareness is. Are you focused on possibilities, opportunities, prosperities, infinite wisdom, constant support, love, beauty, health? Or are you focused on the negativity? And this eclipse is giving you a little bit of a breath letting your identity and your goals and your whole big masculine self, the sun, a little bit of a break over here, like the mother in the middle, right? From the moon, which is, I want this, I need this, I want to have this, I think I have to have this. So there's also some more watery energy in here with Neptune. Neptune is the god of the sea, Poseidon, right? So this is power. This is the god. This is the highest supreme power of the ocean. But the ocean, also being all the things that represent water, represents depth, power, strength. And the salt water holds codes and very ancient energies, okay? It's very healing. I have what ocean right out here. I swim in every morning if possible. So it's leading you in a new direction. And why not a new direction of more abundance and creativity and soothing emotions? So remember, when this sudden change happens, whether you decide it or the universe decides it and you're suddenly going in a new direction, don't give in to it's bad. Don't let that belief be there. It isn't bad. You are divinely guided. And if you affirm that and live from that and be that consciousness, amazing things are going to happen. So the lunar eclipse is conjunct Neptune, and that's watery, powerful, and it's going to have confidence that's going to come from there. So here's another one of Chris's beautiful dragons for me. I absolutely love the colors of this. And again, we have our two dragons. We have our moon and our earth, and they actually are forming a beautiful heart here. So as much as they are like, I want you to see this as Pluto and Uranus. And Pluto and Uranus are coming in and they're saying, change now, sudden change. Oh my gosh, look what's happening. And you go, wow, thank you. I know you're for my highest good and there's love here, but look at how scary you are, right? Or Pluto is saying, please let it die, or I'm going to kill it. And this is a part of you. This is an identity, a relationship, a job, or something that wants to die. So loving but powerful energies going on. Unexpected change. There is a trine between Uranus and Pluto. And what I've learned about trines is that they're not good, they're easy. So you're going to have this easy flow between these two energies, just like we talked about. And for me, it came through as change and choice. And all of this is offering us a choice between a sense of peace and security by connecting to your higher conscious powers, or attracting fear in the form of people, problems, and news that triggers you, and you want to change, but you feel powerless to feel it. So this is your choice. Where are you going to put your energy? Where are you going to put your attention is what's going to grow in your life. Just like a plant, if you give it your attention, you give it a nice environment, it will prosper. If you turn your back on it, you don't water it, you stick it out in the cold, it will die. This is what you want to do. Realize, what are you giving your energy to, and let that fear die. So surrender to this as a chance to change how you do things and see from new eyes, and let go of the old and see from this higher perspective. This is very much like getting into the Akashic realm and looking without judgment, okay, from the fifth dimension. Now, of course, we're in Virgo right now, so it's powerful to prioritize, to organize, and do things in a logical step-by-step way. This will help you feel some structure inside of the Pisces and Neptune energy. Now, don't react to others. Stay on your own path. Oh, please. Keep your energy aligned with your own purpose and your ideal future. Remember that if everything is here for you, to work on getting you on your soul path and moving you towards your bliss, then finding your ideal way towards your bliss is part of this change. Okay, so this could be unexpected change. It could be enormous opportunity. It could be, I never thought this would ever happen. I'm so excited. It could be like, holy shit, why is this happening? It doesn't matter. It's always for your good. This is a cosmic portal of potential. It will time jump you into a reality that is both new and practical. And you can let go of all these mundane worries, that earth in the middle, or worry about this and that and the other thing. No, let it go and allow the blocks to dissolve for you to enter a new cosmic life. Now, this is one of my beautiful goddesses that Chris has created for me. This is our galactic queen. This is our alien queen. And she really wanted to speak to you about the portals. So take a look, just look into her eyes. Notice how it's just infinite space. And she's saying that we are jumping through a portal right now of universal consciousness. So you see here, her eye opens into wings, her third eye, up into a new reality, a new earth, a new planet. Everything is moving and in flow, and there's stars, and there's things being created, and there's things dissolving. So the Pluto energy is here saying, let's die to something, let's be birthed into something. Okay, let's create something new, let's give something new. Uranus is saying change. And this is like, blow your mind, and the rest will follow. Okay, so that's it. I want you to enjoy this eclipse. I want you to go in empowered. I want you to remember wishes fulfilled. Okay. Everything you've ever wanted is already here. Everything is already created. They're divine laws you need to learn. I'm going to give them to you in a lot of different shows that are coming up about money, manifestation, prosperity, and all the rest of it, and the wishes fulfilled, and of course, the Avalon Retreat. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Namaste. Akasha here. Don't forget to subscribe.